For Pix 11 News, this is Lionel.
All right, Lionel, thank you. Well, many children in middle school and some in high school did not witness the tragedy of the 9/11 attack. Some were not even alive when it happened that morning. Now they're learning about it in history books. Pix 11's Lisa Mateo went to one school where they were learning about the impact of the attacks and heroism as well.
Every day is a new day of learning for students at Queen City Academy Charter School in Plainfield. Today on 9/11, the topic is heroism. Mr. Bertessi, you teach history here at the school. How do you explain 9/11? It happened 12 years ago. These kids weren't even alive, some of them, some only 1 or 2 years old. How do you explain that to him and incorporate it into your curriculum?
Well, one way is to try to talk about the history of, previous events that led to 9/11, but also the consequences, the causes and effects of 9/11.
You are an Army veteran. I mean, you were in boot camp when 9/11 happened. You went to Iraq. How do you bring that into the classroom?
I try to be real personal with them and let them know exactly how I felt. It was a very traumatic experience, but also having to, call home and, make sure my family was okay. We try to get them to talk to their parents because if they share that with their families, it becomes a collective memory.
My dad said that he was in New York at the time on the top of one of the buildings, so he saw when the towers came down, and he saw that there was smoke coming from the towers and how there were people running from it.
9/11 means to me that it's a very tragic moment where people lost their lives and it's sad.
To me, 9/11 means that terrorists were to come to our country and attack us, and it's one of the most tragic days in U.S. history. But it also shows our resiliency because we can heal from that.
What is a hero? What does that mean to you?
A hero to me means someone who goes out of their own way and risks their own life to save the lives of others.
And lastly, what is terrorism?
I believe terrorism is the act of trying to strike fear into somebody's heart because you feel they are different than you and you do not like the way that they live.
Lisa Mateo, Pix 11 News.
Of course, we know Manhattan was not the only place attacked that day. President Obama paid tribute to the victims killed in the attack on the Pentagon. The private service included a replaying ceremony and a moment of silence. The president delivered his remarks at 9:37 a.m. The moment the Pentagon was attacked, 125 people inside and 59 passengers on the plane were killed.
Must have the strength to face the threats that endure. Different though they may be from 12 years ago, so that as long as there are those who would strike our citizens, we will stand vigilant and defend our nation.
The ceremonies were also held in the small town of Shanksville, Pennsylvania. 40 people killed on 93 as they fought back against the hijackers 12 years ago. Their plane was believed to be bound for Capitol Hill when it crashed in the field yesterday in Greenwich. As part of the Flight 93 National Memorial. Well, we heard at Pix 11, remember one of our own who was killed in the terror attack. Steve Jacobson was one of our engineers. He was in control of our station transmitter atop the North Tower. He was on the 110th floor when the first plane hit. We remember his dedication, sacrifice, and his service in helping us bring the news of those tragic events.